Hey y'all, what's up? So I was getting ready to use the tractor to pull a pallet out of the back of my truck, and I've been having some issues with the front wheel on it. It keeps coming off the tire keeps coming off the rim, and I don't know, it's losing air somewhere, so I got to figure that out. But since I have to put it back on there, I figured I'd show you guys how. I don't have a tire mounting machine, and I don't have one of the air tanks with the compressed air to bead setters. So I'm going to do this with fire. I'm sure you've seen videos like this before. You can use anything that's highly flammable. You have to be really, really careful with this. So I'm going to go ahead and put a disclaimer out there. I'm not telling you to do this. This is pretty dangerous and can cause a lot of problems if you don't know exactly what you're doing. So if you've never done this before, don't. And I'm just kind of showing you what I'm doing today. So I'm going to use brake cleaner for it. I've done this a few different times, and that's what I've used in the past. And it works really well. You have to be really careful that you don't use too much. You can really hurt yourself doing this if you start using too much of this stuff. So just be aware of that, and don't do anything stupid. So this is the wheel that I'm working with. This tire, like I said, just keeps popping off this rim. And the reason it's coming off is the tire has apparently a leak in it. And so after the tractor sits out there for a little bit, the bead comes unseated once I start trying to move the tractor. So what we're going to do is spray some of this cleaner inside the wheel, get enough of it in there that it'll ignite, and then we'll just step back and hit it, and it should pop it up onto the bead, and then we can fill it with air. All right, so that got it seated. You saw I didn't use very much of it. It worked really well, but you can see just how violent that explosion is. So like I said, you have to be really, really careful. I've seen people sit here and spray this stuff in here for 30, 40 seconds, and then the whole tire explodes. That's not something you want to do. So I'm going to go ahead and fill this up and get it set, get the PSI set where I want it, and then I'm going to fill a spray bottle up with some soapy water and see if we can find where this thing's leaking. All right, so I got it filled up with air. I've got some soapy water here, so I'm gonna see if we can find a leak. I'm gonna start around the bead and the valve stem because it's been replaced recently, and then we'll kind of go around the tread. Well, I found a little bit of a leak on this back side here. So you got these little nubs from manufacturing on here, and you can see along the edge I've cut all the ones off right up against the rim because one of the times that I put the rim back on, a few of those got stuck in there and it was leaking. And I think I have the same problem back here. I'll kind of show you what I'm looking at. So right here you can see it bubbling up. I'll spray it again so you just can kind of see right where it's coming from. Right there, see all the bubbling going on. And we've got one of these little nubs right here, right where it is. And I think that's probably what's causing it because it's kind of down inside there. See if I can focus up on it. Right there, it's kind of hard to see. So that's not something I'm going to fix right now because I'd have to break this thing back off the bead. And I don't really want to do that right now. I'll go ahead and spray the whole tread and make sure there aren't any other like punctures or anything in it. And then next time this thing leaks down and comes off of there like that, I'll go around on this side, on the inside too, and cut all these off like I did on the front side. And then hopefully once I do that, that'll take care of that and we won't have that problem anymore. All right, so I'm just going to spray this whole tire down and look for any leaking anywhere. All right, no bubbling on the tread, so that's good. So it looks like that inside edge is really the only issue. Check this one more time. All that looks good. No cracks in the wheel. No bubbling on that. Yeah, that's fine. All right, so it's just that one spot on the inside. So like I said, once that tire kind of leaks back down and pops off again, then I'll cut off all those little nubs, these little things here on the inside right up against the rim. Make sure those are all gone. We'll reseat it, and we shouldn't have any more issues out of it.